Greetings! You will be introduced to the impact of methane on our climate and the potential actions that can be taken to mitigate them in the oil and gas sector.
Methane drives around 30% of the global warming that we're experiencing today. Methane is indeed odorless and invisible to the naked eye. But this is also something that is changing very rapidly. Methane is 80 times more powerful than CO2 in the short term, but it stays in the atmosphere only around 10 years. And so this combination of high potency and short duration really represents an opportunity.
If we tackle methane right now, which is about essentially tightening the screws, no leaking, no flaring, no venting, then we can buy ourselves a little bit of time while we do the hard stuff of decarbonization. So methane is super important. Manfredi saw this from the very get-go.
I see Manfredi's legacy as really bringing the power of the UN and combining it with good science to drive change.
This award is a tribute to celebrate the life and legacy of Manfredi, to his vision, his leadership, and his ability to inspire those around him.
I think that Manfredi is a he's probably one of the most distinguished people and most deserving of this award, because what he did has global impact and will continue to go on far beyond his life.
So we shared a vision of the data revolution that would transform how we think about greenhouse gases, and that radical transparency that we could create would catalyze this enormous acceleration of progress. And he devoted a good part of his life to this.
For me, this is so much fun. It's so good to have you here. It is so important that we accelerate what is happening and we make it faster, we make it broader. And this is so good to have these meetings with those who are affecting change.
You know, we can't reach the 1.5 or 2 degree target without deep reductions in methane emissions, and we cannot reach deep reduction in methane emissions without data about where the emissions come from, how much is being emitted, and how these emissions change over time.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Over the last 15 years, we've developed some really sophisticated equipment that allows us to be able to measure methane with a high degree of fidelity, accurately. And that's really the key. That's the focus of IMEO. How do we bring this data revolution to impacting people's actions?
Because there's nothing as easy to communicate than an image. And so I think that's a really transformational vision that he had.
But then there is a complexity of working with the oil and gas sector, the very sector that we are saying, look, we have to decarbonize in that sector. How do we do that? This is not necessarily an easy partnership between a United Nations Environment Program and the oil and gas sector. Imagine these two dance partners, but who could do it? Manfredi, and he did, because the oil and gas sector could see that this was also to their advantage. Methane in the air could have been money in the pocket, and it's a remarkable story of success in a very short period of time.
This is not just technical work, it is what lies at the heart of climate action.
I'm very reassured by the fact that this is a topic, climate in general, is a topic that attracts the brightest minds. And so what you do is to go day after day trying to do your best. And so, no, it gives me a lot of hope and confidence that we can fix this problem. Because our kids, our grandkids, depend on it. it's an important job, but it's good. It's cool to have an important job somehow.
In his human presence, an incredible giant of a man, and in his leadership presence, a person who inspired us all.
So what Manfredi was able to put together was probably the single fastest, most effective way to reduce temperature and reduce the burden of oil and gas extraction on local communities.
His legacy is a reminder. We cannot slow down. We cannot step back. Climate action must remain central to our collective agenda.
I think we believed, and I still believe, that we have the tools to fundamentally change how we perceive greenhouse gas emissions, methane in particular, but not just methane. If we do that, we really can change the world.